What is going on, guys and girls? Welcome back to another episode of Two Chapters Ahead. My name is Sam, and on today's episode, I'm going to be switching things up a bit, and now I'm going to be talking about how to start a social media marketing agency. I'm in a lot of Facebook groups, and one of my most asked questions is, Sam, how do I start a social media agency? Where do I begin? And what do I do? So in this video, I'm going to cover 4 tips whenever you first start a social media agency and what you need to start a social media agency. And then with the future videos, I'm going to break it down to you guys step by step what to do and how to do it in order to get your first client, your second client, or how to scale your business from, let's say, $2,000, $4,000, $10,000 a month to, $50, $60, $100,000 a month. Now, the first tip that I want to start off with is probably one of the most obvious ones, but a lot of people in these groups ask these questions, and it kind of astonishes me how people that are wanting to start a social media agency have never even signed up to either Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, or any of the social media platforms. So they want to basically, manage other people's accounts, but yet they have never even opened up the platform to understand what it is. This does sound pretty obvious, but guys, there are a lot of people in the groups that ask, I just signed my first client, but I don't know how to use Instagram. Any tips? This is very important before you go and sign a client, which actually, first of all, I don't even know how the client signed with them without even knowing that they use social media or Instagram, but let's say they did get that client or you did get that client, but you have no experience. It is super important to go and get experience, guys. You could do that by just signing up, creating your own page, creating a page that you like. Let's say you like cats, create a cat page, create a dog page, whatever it may be. Just create anything in order to understand how the algorithm works, understand how the platform works, who's on there, which age group. These are very, very important to find out, guys. You have to know the age group in each type of platform. You need to know who your direct market is, and ask your client this. Ask him, hey, do you know who is the most likely to purchase from you? And they will give you answers, because at the end of the day, it is going to help them if they give you these answers. It's going to make the process a lot faster. So guys, number 1, go sign up to the platform that you want to advertise on or you want to manage for other clients. Build some sort of page on there, some sort of portfolio, which we're going to get into the next step. But this is the number 1 rule, guys. So go find out about your platform, and then, first find out about your client, and then find out about your platform, and then pick the best one for them. So tip number 2, guys, like I said, it is building a portfolio. So when I first started, what I did is I created like a ton of pages. Like I'm talking 10 to 15 pages. Tickle Me Daily, When I Was 10 Again, When I Woke Up This Morning, and then finally I did Adrenaline Junkies, and then a bunch of other ones. Basically, what I did this for is to understand the algorithm. I did follow for follow. I did like for like. I did the engagement groups. I did everything you could think of in order for me to really understand what works and what does not work on Instagram, on a dead account, on any account, right? Once I took all the strategies that I knew, I then created an account called Adrenaline Junkies, which is now over 120,000 followers. And this is where I got most of my social proof. Once I did this, people started reaching out to me and wanting to work with me. Now, I'm not telling you to wait till I get to 100,000 followers before doing this, but at least get to 1,000, 2,000, or 3,000 followers to understand how the algorithm works. And once you do that, then you are ready to go and get clients. Now, in order to get paying clients, don't expect to get, your first client at $1,500 or $2,000 a month. I started off working literally for free for my friends and family. And then what happened is they started referring people to me. And I remember my first client, I charged him $300 a month. And I was super happy. And it's 300 Canadian dollars, guys. So that's like $3 US.
Oh my God! Wow!
I'm just kidding. It's like 200 US about, give or take. 240, 230. Anyways, point being, it's a lot less. It's not that much money. But after getting, I think, 5 clients at $300, and then I had one at $400. I had one business, I told them at $1,000, and they agreed, and to me that was like, holy crap, I'm getting paid $1,000 to do this. I was super, super happy. Now, of course, over the years, the 5-6 years, some of our clients are at $6,000 a month, some are at $5,000. Times have changed. We have scaled our company. We offer different services. We offer coaching, consultations, and so on and so forth. So you can build it and scale it at one point. But we are talking about just starting. So guys, build a portfolio, whether you have to do it for free or you're getting paid peanuts to do it. It is super important to build your portfolio. Because once our portfolio, was built, we had people, I wouldn't say pouring in, but the companies that came and visited us, we had about a 95 to 97% close rate because people already saw our work. They were already interested in working with us because they've seen the social proof, they've seen what we've done for other companies, and now it was just simply pitching them and then getting them signed and getting them on board. So that's it, guys. That's tip number 2. It is super important to have a portfolio, guys. People are going to ask, well, who have you worked with? Is there a similar company you've worked with? Is there a same niche you've kind of worked with? They want to know if these results have kind of proven before that they start investing big money with you. They want to know that you can take care of them just as much as they're going to take care of you with their monthly reoccurring payments. Tip number 3. So tip number 3 is mostly about our own page. So Mad Monkey Media, which is our agency, I don't have much social proof in the sense I don't have a big account with thousands of followers and crazy amount of engagement. I just have an Instagram page with very little amount of followers, and I just post all of our clients' work and videos and results on there. So in case someone ever decides to come and look at our page, well, then they will see those results. But realistically speaking, guys, there's nothing wow about having a social media agency Instagram page. You can post cool things, but there's not too much to post. You could post valuable content, so things like tips and tricks about social media, different ways to grow on Instagram, maybe Facebook ad hacks, whatever it may be. You can post it, create some sort of value, so whenever people come and visit your page, customers, hopefully potential customers, they will know that you know what you're talking about. Because if you're able to give these tips out to the public, it means you know what you're talking about, usually, and odds are you will be able to help them in their business. So again, guys, make sure to at least just have a social media page, a Facebook page, an Instagram page, most importantly, a website. But again, without any of this stuff, we were still able to scale to 5,000 a month without any of this, without a website, without an Instagram, without a Facebook account. All I had was portfolios, a portfolio that I built with all my other clients to show these new potential clients, and that's how I got signed with most of them. I obviously knew what I was talking about when I was pitching to the client. I've had years of experience. I know how the algorithm works. I have results. I show them the results. So this is what kind of, encourage people to want to sign with us. And I will obviously be giving you guys this tip and my structure whenever I either call someone or whenever I go to a meeting, how it kind of works out in order for you guys to see what it really is to have a meeting with someone. So I'll ask maybe a potential client to bring in my camera and just set it up and film the whole process, and maybe I'll upload it for you guys if you guys are interested, and you guys can see it how it's actually done in real life and not just kind of like a setup or me telling you how it's supposedly supposed to be done. Sounds good? Now, tip number 4, which is probably the most important tip out of all these tips or anything you're gonna do in your life, is just to start. You have to begin. Don't try to figure out the perfect plan or the perfect pitch or the perfect template or, everything has to be perfect. No, guys, you will make mistakes, and it's good that you make mistakes because then you will know what works and what doesn't work, and then you could adjust according to those mistakes, and then you could even, your next pitch is even going to get better and better and better. My first pitch was pretty bad and pretty broken up, especially whenever they threw questions at me that caught me really off guard, but I learned. So the next client that was going to ask me the same question, I already had time to think about the answer because of that last client. So my pitches have just gotten better and better and better over the years. The same way that this YouTube video probably isn't the best YouTube video you have watched, but this is my 15th or 10th video, somewhere around there. But it will get better in time, and I know it, and that's why I'm going to keep putting out content for you guys, because I know I just need to start. It doesn't have to be perfect. As you guys can see, my background's not perfect, my lighting might not be perfect, my camera's not perfect, but what's perfect is that I started. So I need you guys to please do me a favor and just start. Alright, you guys will see crazy results as long as you start. And then, fix along the way, guys. This is not a race, this is a marathon. You have till now, until the day you die, to get where you want to be. There's no race. You're not in competition with anyone. Maybe you have bills to pay, that's fine. But generally speaking, guys, it is super important just to begin, because this is where it's going to lead you to places, right? Step 1, step 2, step 3 will eventually get you to step 100. but step 0 to step 0 doesn't get you anywhere. If you want to learn a bit more on how to start on social media or Instagram, I did put up a few videos. So I have a video over here that I'm gonna leave for you guys. This one's how to get top comment. It's basically a growth hack. This one is for hashtags. And if you have not done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And just like that, you are now 2 chapters ahead.